I'm Amanda Gustin, and I'm the Public Program Manager at the Vermont Historical Society. Today I'm going to share with you an item from our collections. So the item I'm going to share with you today shares with us a really difficult story. This is a bill of sale for an enslaved Black woman named Dinah. She was sold from New Hampshire to Vermont in 1783 when she was 30 years old. She then served as an enslaved person in the household of Stephen Jacob for the next 17 years. Now you may know that Vermont was the first state in America to outlaw slavery within its constitution, which had been adopted in 1777. The Vermont Constitution actually outlawed adult slavery, and Stephen Jacob was a lawyer and a judge in Windsor, Vermont. So Jacob would have very much known that slavery was illegal in Vermont, and furthermore, he would have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution of Vermont, which outlawed slavery. And yet he brought this enslaved woman to Vermont, where she worked in his household as a cook and as a housekeeper until the year 1800. Now, we don't know much about Dinah's life, but we do know that in 1800, she began to lose her eyesight. And Jacob turned her out of his household, which was also her own home, and left her to fend for herself in Windsor. She continued to live in Windsor, largely supported by the town of Windsor and its select board. And the town of Windsor sued Stephen Jacob to help with her upkeep, arguing that because he had enslaved her, he had a responsibility for her. Jacob successfully argued that because slavery was illegal in Vermont, he could therefore not possibly have enslaved Dinah in his household, and he was able to argue that this bill of sale should not be admitted as a court document. Jacobs actually won his case, and Dinah, we don't know much about the rest of her life, unfortunately, but we do know that she passed away in Windsor a few years after that case. So this document is really important because it really complicates this view of early Vermont as a place where slavery was illegal and then everything was okay after that. It proves pretty conclusively that the enslavement of Black Vermonters continued for quite some time after it was outlawed within the Vermont Constitution. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell us as much as we would like to know about Dinah's life and how she felt and thought about all of these events, because it also shows us that early documents about Black Vermonters are hard to come by and very rarely in their own voices. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure to follow the Vermont Historical Society on social media to learn more about Vermont history.